Welcome back to another episode of Tenelle Rymon 16. This time I'm going to do a freestyle on my phone instead of my speaker. So let's get into it. I want to be done by 7 o'clock. That's what I want to do, is be done. I can find it. Unless they moved it. I need to do a freestyle, but I can't find it. No. Come on. Come on. Quit being stubborn. Sorry to keep you waiting. What's taking so long? I don't know. Yeah, please tell me what you did. I don't have to be the thing. I just want to know what you said to him. I just want to ask it, but you act like it's fair. But you telling me we were through, but I said we were done. I don't give a like. Likes are nothing. They just tell me they were done, but they couldn't get the next. I just said we were done, but they said it wasn't fair. Tell me what you did so we can accomplish this together. I don't want to know what you said. You are done for me. I couldn't get the memo. What to do? Yeah. I, I, please help me. I don't want to be afraid, but they tell me we were done. I just said it was fair, but you couldn't get the memo, so you walked out on me like we were dudes of pot. Hey, hey, go away, baby. Please don't make me wait. I just want to take a plea. Just take the time and show what you did. I don't care. We don't care. Yeah, yeah. Yo, yo, tell me what you did so we could get this process. I don't care what you did. You were raised by the sheep, and they said it was fair, but they couldn't get it out, baby. Hey, hey. So, what's gonna happen? I don't care what they did. They were done. Bro, I'm gonna lay down, because obviously, it seems like every time I make a YouTube video, nobody's interested. Nobody's interested in my videos anyway, so every time I make YouTube videos, nobody's interested in them. So I might quit YouTube or something. I don't know yet. If this continues, I'm gonna have to quit YouTube.
Drivers, and that's when he learned that the Ford Explorer directly in front of him was being driven by the wife of the driver of the black F-150 ahead of it. He told Gideon the Kia had first clipped the F-150's rear bumper before losing control. The Explorer driver had to slam on her brakes, and Gideon's safe following distance ensured he had time to slow down without hitting her. Thankfully, nobody was seriously injured in the collision. Gideon quickly downloaded his dashcam footage to his phone and airdropped it to the responding Alabama State Troopers when they arrived. Jose was taking a friend home when an oncoming driver suddenly turned across his lane, forcing him to brake hard and swerve to avoid a T-bone collision. Thankfully, Jose's maneuver prevented what would have been a brutal collision, but he told us he still had to pull over to look for his heart that had jumped out of his chest. His passengers were glad he'd been paying attention. It was 1:30 in the morning when Kaylin found out why driving while sleep deprived is never a good idea. By the time Kaylin woke up and realized what was happening, it was too late for her to do anything to avoid going into the ditch. The high-speed impact caused her Kia Forte to launch airborne while flipping upside down. Her cell phone automatically summoned first responders to the scene as the few other drivers on the road continued on without stopping, evidently not noticing the fresh wreckage. Eventually, a group of teenagers stopped to help her, and she was able to call her parents to come get her. Sadly, her Kia was totaled. Kaylin had this message for our viewers. If you're sleepy, pull over and call someone to come get you. Even if waking them up makes them upset, it's better than trying to fight your urge to sleep and losing. Charlie was delivering a DoorDash order when he witnessed a white Nissan rear-end a Chevy SUV, then continue and rear-end a Nissan SUV. Conveniently, a sheriff's deputy was just ahead of Charlie and also noticed the collision, so he flipped around to respond to the scene. After Charlie finished his delivery, he came back and offered his footage to the deputies at the scene, and they were amazed that he'd captured footage of the collision occurring. Charlie was also surprised. He told us this is the first collision he's captured with his dash cam. Isaac was driving down the interstate and noticed he was following behind an unmarked law enforcement SUV. As a Porsche came up behind him, he merged into the travel lane to allow the Porsche to pass. The Porsche driver must have not noticed that the SUV was a cop, and they passed it in the travel lane before cutting it off. What happened next made Isaac chuckle as he continued on. The cop lit up the party lights, and Isaac told us he's sure the Porsche driver got a stern talking to. He also told us he got his dashcam as a Christmas gift just 2 days before this happened. Rory watched the driver of a Honda Fit try to shoot the gap between cars that were waiting to leave the parking lot, but another car turning into the parking lot had no chance to avoid hitting them. Rory told us neither driver appeared injured after the collision. Who do you think was at fault here? Post your expert opinion in the comments. Hunter was proceeding through a green light in Orange Beach, Alabama, when the driver of an oncoming pickup failed to yield before turning across Hunter's path. Hunter told us he filed an insurance claim with the pickup driver's insurance provider, but they're denying any liability in spite of his dashcam evidence. He's hopeful that the video footage will help resolve the dispute. In the meantime, his Toyota Corolla is likely totaled. Hunter told us he's been watching Wham Bam videos for a long time, and his first thought was to send us this footage. If you have a dashcam video to share, check the description. Evan was headed to KFC for his lunch break when the driver of a Chevy SUV almost backed into his Ford Escape.
What the is your problem?
Thankfully, the other driver heard Evan honking and stopped short of running into him. Evan continued and was able to order his food, but he was very upset after nearly having his upcoming vacation plans ruined. Josh had just left the interstate when a truck driver suddenly pulled across the wet road in front of him. Josh tried to stop, but his Jeep Wrangler slid on the wet road surface before colliding with the side of the truck's tanker trailer. The impact then spun his Jeep around to face the opposite direction. Josh called 911, and first responders arrived quickly due to the nature of the collision. When Josh made an insurance claim, the trucker's insurance provider denied liability, leaving him with no choice but to sue the driver in court. At first, the trucker claimed that Josh had been approaching a red light, as if that would matter, but the dashcam footage proves that his light was green. When confronted about this, he then said the road had been clear both ways. Well, Josh's video disproves that statement too. In fact, the trucker had cut off multiple drivers coming the other way, in addition to Josh. After 2 years of litigation, an out-of-court settlement was finally reached. Timothy told us this dashcam footage came from his sister's totaled van, and you're about to see exactly how it was totaled. He said she was dealing with her 3 and 5-year-old daughters in the back seat, and when she looked back at the highway, it was too late for her to react to avoid rear-ending the stopped traffic ahead of her. In total, 3 vehicles were involved in the collision. Thankfully, a Phoenix City police officer witnessed the incident and immediately stopped to check on everyone involved. The officer ended up pulling the van's jammed sliding door out of the track before carrying Timothy's nieces to his patrol vehicle. Even though all 3 vehicles were totaled, amazingly, nobody involved was seriously injured. Timothy wanted to shout out his nieces Madeline and Harley, who both received teddy bears from the officer who stopped to help. He also wanted to shout out his sister Montana and older brother Tommy. Jessica was headed into town and was about to merge into the travel lane when a white SUV blew past her. She thinks the SUV was going around 90 miles per hour. Hold on, did you see that? A state trooper was running radar in the median and witnessed the SUV speed past Jessica, and he immediately pulled onto the highway to chase it down. Sadly, we don't get to see the pretty lights come on since the trooper pulled up next to Jessica to pull the SUV over. But Jessica assured us that they definitely got some of that delicious instant justice we all find so sweet. Jake was proceeding through a traffic light after it turned green when the driver of an SUV forced his way through traffic before T-boning another SUV he hadn't seen coming. Jake followed the 2 drivers into a parking lot so he could provide the victim with a copy of his dashcam footage. He told us the responsible driver tried to convince the victim not to call 911, which is always a bad sign. Hopefully the victim did not follow this advice, as getting a police report is usually very important to the insurance claim process. Thankfully, nobody was seriously injured in the collision. Brandon was about to drive through a green light when a car in the oncoming turn lane decided that was the perfect time to turn across traffic. Brandon slammed the brakes and honked his horn while the SUV next to him came much closer to hitting the Mercury Grand Marquis. Brandon thinks the other driver was trying to commit insurance fraud, which is why he got a dash cam in the first place. This emitter watched an SUV cut across the road in front of a truck and get T-boned. Our submitter honked in an attempt to warn the other drivers, but it was too late. He told us he later heard that firefighters had to pry the SUV's door open so the driver could get out. Walker sent us this footage from when his sister tried to cut across a busy street and got T-boned by another driver with the right-of-way. Walker told us both drivers pulled over to exchange information and the police found his sister responsible for the collision. Their Chevy Equinox was worth $10,000 US, but was going to cost $7,000 to fix, so insurance totaled it. Darren was driving down an Alabama highway when he watched an SUV ahead of him run over a full garbage bag. The impact made the garbage bag explode and sent debris flying all over the highway. Darren told us he pulled over to check for damage to his Scion FRS, but thankfully, he didn't find any. Amy was on her way home from work when the driver of an SUV suddenly swerved into her lane to avoid rear-ending another SUV that was coming to an unexpected stop in the middle of the highway. The swerving SUV collided with Amy's Toyota Highlander, sending it into the breakdown lane, but when she swerved to avoid a safety barrier that had fallen into the lane, she lost control and hit the guardrail. The driver that had hit Amy pulled over and admitted fault. After police responded and made a report, her Highlander had to be towed away and was later totaled. Thankfully, the other driver's insurance provider paid to replace it. Here's why you should check your blind spot before changing lanes. This subscriber watched a driver panic after nearly sideswiping another car, locking up her brakes and spinning to a stop. The driver then almost caused another collision while trying to get turned back around. Our subscriber told us he's not sure, but he thinks he saw a child sitting in the back seat. Thankfully, no collisions occurred as he continued on his way to work. Karen was waiting at a red light on her way home when she watched two drivers speed up to beat a yellow light before slamming into each other at high speed. Karen stopped and checked on the drivers. Conveniently, firefighters witnessed the collision and responded in seconds. This happened on a Sunday night at about 8 p.m., and Karen told us both drivers smelled like alcohol. Sadly, she described the vehicles as definitely totaled. She offered her dashcam footage to the firefighters, but they never called her to get it. She told us she hopes this video might inspire someone to not drive after drinking. She also told us she's thankful her boyfriend bought her a dashcam and that they watch every Wham Bam video together. Awesome! If you're a fan, be sure to subscribe so you'll get every new episode in your feed. Sarah was driving her Toyota Camry with two children along for the ride when she passed a pickup parked at a gas station before the pickup driver jumped onto the road and quickly caught up to her. This was the first time she had seen the pickup in her life, and she had no idea who was driving it. But for whatever reason, the driver had decided that Sarah and her kids were his target. After passing Sarah illegally, the pickup driver pulled over on the shoulder, allowing her to pass him, before flooring the gas and trying to pass her again in the center turn lane. Sarah called 911 to report the incident as the pickup driver continued harassing her. After pulling up next to her Camry at a traffic light, the driver must have noticed she was on the phone because he suddenly fled in reverse.
Acting very strange, but he just reversed to get behind me. Okay, he's reversing down Highway 19.
Sarah drove straight to the nearest police station, which is a good idea if you think someone is following you. Officers eventually located the driver, and what they charged him with might surprise you. In addition to the obvious reckless driving charge, Sarah told us they also charged him with possession of narcotics. Well, that might explain his erratic behavior, and why he'd chosen a random stranger to harass. Stay safe, Sarah.
Wham, bam, we got a Patreon man. Please support the show.
Ugh. Whatever. Whatever. Like, whatever. Just kidding. Like, so babies are, like, completely silly. Like, LOL. Like, OMG. That's what girls use. Exactly. That's why I asked.
It's been a wild ride as we
It is evening. Peppa and George are in the sitting room, dancing to their favourite song. Daddy Pig is in the hallway, vacuuming the carpet. And Mummy Pig is in her study, doing important work on her computer.
Oh.
Oh,
Mummy, Daddy, it's gone all dark and the music is broken.
And my vacuum won't work.
And my computer has switched off.
Ooh.
Mummy Pig tries the light switch, but the lights do not come on.
It must be a power cut.
What's a power cut?
A power cut is when there is no electricity.
What's electricity?
Electricity is what makes everything in our house work.
Will the electricity come back again?
Yes, but in the meantime, we need to find a torch.
I think there's a torch in the cellar.
Okay, I'll go and get it.
Will you be okay, Daddy?
Oh, I'll be fine. I can see very well in the dark. Who put that there?
Oh,
Daddy, are you okay?
Yes, it's just a bit dark down here.
oh, I've just remembered. I think the torch is in the kitchen. Aha!
Mummy Pig has found the torch.
Can I hold the torch, Mummy?
Okay.
George, look at me.
Peppa is making a funny face.
Don't worry, George. It's only Peppa.
George, look at me.
Peppa is making a funny face.
Don't worry, George. It's only Peppa. Oh, we'd better tell Daddy we found the torch.
Daddy is still in the cellar, looking for the torch.
I'm sure it's here somewhere.
Daddy, we found the torch. Luckily, it was in the kitchen all the time.
What a stroke of luck.
I've seen enough. It's time to watch some real life. Ooh, ooh. Oof, 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 oof. Whatever. They block everything all the time.
And I had a blast all through our school years until we reached high school. We thought it was going to be super fun, but on the very first day, something shocking happened. Again. There was a huge crowd gathered in the parking lot, and Mel, who was super curious about almost everything, started pulling me. Come on, let's go see what's going on. When we reached there, we saw a bunch of kids dancing, but they looked so funny. What the heck is that? You call that a dance? I can walk better than that. Suddenly, he got down from the old Mustang he was sitting on and emptied an entire can of soda over the kid's head.
You freshmen suck. You have no skills or talent. How are you going to survive the competition?
God, what a jerk. I felt like punching him in the face, but before I could do that, Mel did it. Hey, do you think you're very cool picking on these kids? Oh, no, Melissa, not now. This is no time to be a hero. Let's get going. I tried to pull her back, but she shook my hand off and said, if you really want to mess, then pick on someone your own size, you jerk.
Oh, and you think you're my competition, dwarf?
Well, yeah, Mel was a little small, but he was so out of line. Hey, get your filthy hands off my friend right now, or...
Or what? You gonna kill me with your cuteness, lovely?
What the freaking penguin? I was so gonna kill him, but then suddenly someone screamed that the principal was coming and all the kids ran away. The jerk got out of my hands just in time, but this wasn't over. Then a few days later, while I was on my way home from school, I heard some weird noises coming from the school backyard. I went ahead to check and saw a super cute kitten stuck on the roof of the shed. I immediately grabbed a ladder and climbed it. Hey, little friend, I got you. No worries. You can come with... Whoa! Suddenly, my foot slipped, and I thought I was going to open my eyes in the hospital. But just then, someone caught me.
Gotcha.
It was the same jerk from the parking lot. His name was Tyler, and he was kind of cute up close, but ew! Still a bully. Get your hands off me. I don't need your help.
Well, in that case, get your hands off Julie. I don't want you holding her either.
Julie?
Yeah, my kitten. I saved her from some wild dogs a week back and made a shed for her to live in here. I'm here to feed her, but what are you doing here?
OMG? I couldn't believe a jerk like him would even care about a kitten. Well,
Cats. What are they known for? Are they known for something? Blah, 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 blah. What? Blah, 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 blah. Quit talking like that. It's creepy. Will you marry me? Absolutely not. I'll never marry a jerk like you anyway. Double. I pay double. Vision, double vision. Just kidding. And the 7 things I don't care. That's not playing guitar, that's just singing along. Bro, you used to play guitar? I did. But now I'm just the normal guy who doesn't know how to play one. I'm so tired, bro. I want to get this video done and over with before 7 o'clock, because I gotta take a shower at 7 o'clock. And I need to be in bed by 8 o'clock. I'm so tired, bro. I don't even know what the hell to do. I don't even know what to do, bro. I'm so tired, bro. I might take me a nap after this. But you got a video to make. You always want videos to be done, bro. You always want videos to be done. You never care about what I wanted. You only care about what you want. Exactly. No, exactly. You actually mean it. I don't mean nothing, bro. I'm tired as. I am tired as a grandma eating cupcakes. You said cupcakes. Cupcakes. Snap out of it. I'm just kidding. You wouldn't understand. I'm just kidding. You wouldn't understand. Baby. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, bro. You know I would like to joke around. Stop. Mama's little girl goes toot 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 toot. Just kidding. I probably shouldn't say this, but at times I get so scared when I think about the previous relationship we shared. It was awesome, but we lost it, and it's not a problem at all for me. There has to be a clean version, because I couldn't find the clean version at all. Ugh. And I want the clean version. There has to be a clean version. Nope, I didn't think so.
Breathing. Young chick, what's that on that beat? If your chick come close to me, she ain't going home when she supposed to be. I'm getting money like I'm supposed to be. I'm getting money like I'm supposed to be. Oh, on my close to me. And all the money the boy they supposed to pay. Oh, the whole go for me. How your chicks in the pic like post to me. Oh, that's how I'm supposed to be. Yeah, that's how I'm supposed to be. Good, but we still good. Good, but we still good. I hate to be the nigga till forever. Probably ain't getting back together. But that don't mean that I can't wish you better. Good, but we still good. I realize that I can't be your lover. Let's just keep it honest with each other. I'll be happy for you when you find another. We good, but we still good. Who knew it'd be like this? Usually my exes turn enemies, but this is different. Cause we done got closer now that you ain't with me. All the love that we had, ain't no way we gon' forget that. And your family love me like a family. You know where you stand with me. So when they ask, tell them right one, right time. Sometimes can't say we didn't try. You always always been a real one, even though we ain't together. It was real love, and baby, it's still love. I hate that we make it to forever. Probably ain't getting back together, but that don't mean that I can't wish you better.
Ain't good, but we still good.
I realize that I can be your lover. Let's just keep it honest with each other. I'll be happy for you when you find another.
We ain't good, but we still good.
All the that you made for me, to be honest, and all the stacks that you just been on me, alien.
Did my camera just freeze? I know good and well that my camera did not just freeze. If my camera freezes, I'm gonna be so mad, but not really mad, but you know what I mean. Ta-ta. Just kidding. It's not the first time.
I got calling, and y'all shackles fall. Where's Ollie with the dog? I don't want nobody else. I don't want nobody else. Give you all of my attention. It's straight shots, no champagne sipping tonight. It's the kind of night I Netflix do this massage. Better yet, turn that off, 'cause I love to hear you cussing at me.
Ugh.
Like, ooh, baby, too deep. You never felt feel when I touch you. I never loved, I love you. It's my only one you to love. I don't want nobody else. I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else.
Ugh.
They say love is all we missing. Let's play with when we first kiss it all. Let's lay down while we watch stars. Let's dance until last call. Wake up, you text, you think about me. Yeah, I never felt feeling touching. I never loved. I never loved. That's why I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. Kissing on you in public. They can tell it's mine, don't touch it. If you ever leave me, I'll be upset. Talking sick to my stomach, don't play if I'm a woman now. Wish we could get high, make love, song in the sheets to a love song. Your heartbeat, beat a beat, I put words on. We should be team ups. Girl, I want you all the time. Who you is my mind. That's why I only want you to love. can say to my stomach, I'm playing for my woman
Double, 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 double.
Like, give me some brew and I might just chill. But I'm the type that like to light another, like Cypress Hill. I still do be spit loogies when I got some bucks on me, but it ain't enough on me. Go get the S, the T-I-D-E-S. Nevertheless, I'm hella fresh, rolling like a cigarette. So bad to cross the table like ping pong. I'm young, beating my chest like King Kong. And some wrap my lips around. And when it comes to getting another stuff, fools all kick in like Shinobi. Homie take my homie to begin with. It's so many hands to be. Mama, that's my friend, bitch. Unless you pull out the bank. $5 bill on the real before it's history. Cause fools be having them vacuum lungs. And if you let them in, it'll bring you out the dumb. I come to school with a Taylor on my earlobe. Avoiding all the slick teasers, skeezers, and weirdos. Got me going off the land like where the bomb at. Give me $2 and take a puff and pass my bomb back. Suck up like a Slurpee. The serious bomb will make the Iggy go delirious like Andy Murphy. I got my raw taste and Maggie. Cause homies stabbed me to take the days out of the day.